Hi, today we'll be talking about forensic accounting as a career choice. It can be very exciting as well as have drawbacks. I'll also talk about the difference between a CPA and a forensic accountant with some examples. Forensic accounting accountants usually work a 40-hour work week in an office setting with many of the regular benefits of 401k, life insurance, health insurance, paid time off. Many forensic accountants get to take work home with them, so they should have a laptop to carry the work around with them in case they have to travel for it also. Forensic accounting, they interpret and investigate white-collar crimes such as embezzlement, bankruptcy, and divorce. Many people that are getting divorced will try to hide their money, and that's when a forensic accountant will go in and try to find it. Same with bankruptcy and with white-collar crimes like Enron. As you can see on the screen here, Enron, this big corporation, maybe wouldn't have been so bad if there was a forensic accountant or forensic accounting team that was always auditing and working with the company. Along with that, they've also caught major crime bosses like Al Capone. That was back in the early 1900s. And forensic accountants, they can make a great amount of money. They can starting salaries between 30 to 60,000, and they can work up to almost 150,000. And to become a certified accountant, you need to get mostly your bachelor's degree. A lot of people want masters, and you have to pass the CPA exam. With forensic accounting, it's the same, but many places want you to have a master's degree, and there's other additional training to get different certifications for it. The field is expected to grow 18% between 2006 and 2016, which is higher than the average of any occupations. So I don't see that going down anytime soon. It should be a long-lasting career if you were to choose to do that. And forensic accounting benefits by protecting future generations, by keeping companies in business without having the greed of corporate employees, as long as they're getting auditing from time to time. The pros of forensic accounting is it's exciting. You get to work with lawyers and investigators. You testify at juries. The cons could be you could have your life threatened if you're going after a criminal boss like Al Capone. You can be a victim of blackmail, but between that and a CPA, CPAs just do basic regular accounting for companies. They'll do tax returns. But with forensic accounting, you get to do more of like investigating, like criminal investigations, if that excites you. Also, it can be very costly to become a forensic accountant because of the additional education you would need. And it's more exciting than just not doing paperwork. You're actually using your mind. You have to be honest, have a high degree of integrity, and mostly be honest, because you're going to have to give out all the details that you do find. And if you look at the screen up here, I have a couple of examples of the kind of reports that come out with accounting. If a forensic accountant was to go into a company, they can go into their QuickBooks system or other system they have for their accounting. They can look at all of their transactions. They can trace them through the bank accounts. And of course, they'd have to interview a lot of people to get even more details. It's not just looking through paperwork. And let's see. This report up here is an example of accounts receivable report. It shows all the money that they have taken in. If someone is hiding something, it wouldn't be on there. So they'd have to match all that up to all their bank accounts and then look further. And if you're thinking about being a forensic accountant, do all the research that you can to make sure it's a good career choice for you, and worth all the money you'll have to spend on the education before making a final decision. Any questions?
What types of classes would you have to take to become a forensic accountant?
Well, it'd be best to, a couple things. You could get a job as in accounts payable, accounts receivable, work your way up through that way to get the experience of accounting, but also you would need a bachelor's degree in accounting or something similar. And then there's some exams you'd have to take to be a certified forensic expert. Just a couple other ones. You can go on the Department of Labor or the Bureau of Labor Statistics and find out a little bit more about it too. But you'd have to, a lot of places want you to have a master's degree.
Thank you.
I have a question. Is the demand for forensic accountants high because of auditing purposes by law or legal by the legal?
The legal teams of companies?
Yeah, or is it is the corporations asking for that demand for them, or is it the judicial system asking for it?
That's a good question. Many companies prefer to have internal auditing done to prevent cases like Enron or other companies where there's money laundering, where their companies have to go bankrupt because they're not being honest. But most of the time it's companies that want their own auditors to come in and do random audits, because there are companies out there that will do audits on companies and they want to be able to pass and not have those kind of problems. It's not so much the judicial system, which it does help if they can show that, because forensic accountants are completely responsible for whatever they report. They can't lie about anything because then it'll fall back on them too. Anything else? Well, that's it. Thank you.